What would you say to somebody that is currently being pigeonholed and they're scared to take that step out of the lane they're currently sat in?
I think for me, it's quite simply two things. The person that always talks about the opportunities and talks about what they would like to do, and the person that actually just takes that first step. So for example, like we wanted to do more stuff with cars, like, okay, let's do a YouTube video, let's create the shorts, let's put ourselves in the situations, talk to the brands, like just do it. Like it's never going to be perfect. And that's one thing that for me, I've always kind of been about, like I'm a perfectionist, but if you put the stuff out there, like it's always going to develop, the content's going to develop, you're going to develop. But if you never put that first piece of content out there, well, you're just always going to be talking about it. Nobody's ever going to see it. You have to put it out there into the universe to get it back to you.
The power of manifestation is
oh
so
my God.
strong.
Every night when I was a competitor, dream about winning the British Open Championship in Blackpool at the Winter Gardens. Every night, dream about it. And I wouldn't go to bed until I visualized my exact dance routine, every step, every timing, looking at every corner. And then when it got to that exact day, when you're tired, exhausted, that's what I kind of zapped that energy. I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to take all that. I've done it every night for 10 years. Like, it's going to happen now. And then it did. And like for me, if I'd never manifested it, if I'd never put myself in that position, it would have been the first time I wouldn't know what happened. I've already played that final thousands and thousands of times in my head that it's just second nature then.
So as a natural competitor and an athlete, visualization clearly comes easily to you. You mentioned the word perfectionist. When it comes to taking steps into these new ventures, do you struggle with imperfection?
I do struggle with imperfection on that aspect. What I struggle with is working with other people, especially when you have to be open. And that one kind of clear point in my life is understanding that you can't do everything.
Yeah.
As much as you try, there's only one of you and there's only so many hours in the day. As much as you break it down and time box every minute of the day, like it's about allowing other people to do their jobs, but still staying on top of them. And that's one thing that stresses me out a lot. I'm like, well, I would have done it this way, or I would have done it, I've just worked all night until I get it done so it's ready for the next day. Yeah. That's what always kind of is quite hard for me at the minute.
Yeah, because with these new ventures and opening new lanes, you are no longer the expert, essentially.
No, yeah.
You can have the vision and direction as an expert, however, it's a team effort.
100%. I think the one thing that with opportunities now, what I personally find is when even I do lectures for dancing, I'm always like, well, you've got Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you can see what's being done all over the world.
Yeah.
Like I'm here, someone's in Russia, someone's in China, someone's in Canada, in America. If they're doing something cool dancing, like don't just like it. Like be like, okay, I'm going to try and do 2 spins because he's done 3 spins, and then I'll try and do 4 spins, he does 5 spins. Like use it as a competitive advantage. And that's the same with open up limited companies, learning about tax, VAT, learning about how you employ other people. Like the internet's there. Like all you have to do is just sit down. Everybody wants to tell you, like take it all in, find the information, research it. Like
learn.
As long as you're willing to put the time in, like you'll get there. All the information is all there in one space in your phone.
Do you like learning?
Oh, I love learning.
What fuels you the most currently in your new business ventures? What gets you excited?
I think the one thing that gets me most excited right now is the fact of the matter that if certain things come off, A, it's the freedom it gives you in the future when you're building something up, but also it's about bringing value to other people. So as much as like you do Strictly, you would be a public servant. Mm-hmm. In the aspect of I always treated Strictly that if I'm creating a routine and I know somebody's worked 9 to 5 all week, their time off is on a Saturday, they sit down, they get ready to watch Strictly, like I have to give them everything. So for that 60 seconds, 90 seconds of the dance, they forget about all their troubles. I'm going to pause you
right here because this has been named as the Strictly Fountain. When my best friend dances on a Saturday, I'll walk up here
and do a little circle.
And do a little circle. You're going to do a circle for me, Aimee?
I'll do a circle with you. Okay, when we go for our runs on a Saturday, we'll pop around the circle.
Yeah, we'll do the Strictly walk. Right, where were we?
The fact of the matter, like that 90 seconds, somebody's worked all day, or whatever their time is, like it's so valuable for me to produce the best routine for them so they can relax. Like life's hard. When we have the opportunity to perform for people and do it justice, then it's like giving everything back to that person sat down on the couch, enjoying their cup of tea.
How do you feel when somebody describes you as AJ Pritchard from Strictly the dancer. Does it frustrate you or?
No, absolutely not. I danced from the age of 12 up to like 18, did Strictly for 4 years. That is what I've done. But I think it's very important for people when they talk to somebody that we're very British. Hey, Amy, what do you do for a living? That's literally like, oh, what's the weather? It's sunny today. Like, I feel like when you travel the world, people don't ask you that. People ask, oh, what do you enjoy? Or what's your passions? Or like, people should be more open-minded in the way they approach people at a dinner table. It's like, we're just so British, aren't we, in that sort of aspect?
So what do you do for a living?
Yeah, it's like, what's your passions? Like, or do you enjoy sport? Or do you like art? Or like, things like that define people more than the job they do. We're lucky, we have cool jobs. Some people are just like, just work at, maybe loves the post office. I don't know, I was thinking about the post office then. I need to send something somewhere.
Yeah, but it's like, without doing a disservice, let's just say, you're a cashier in Mackie D's. Nothing wrong with that. And
very valuable.
Many people, that's a stepping stone to whatever they're destined to do. Or in fact, they might be happy doing that because they've got purpose with their own interests outside of that. Yeah. So there should be no judgment made within that's the hardest thing with social media.
It's kind of like the watch, the car, the house, the travel, all that sort of stuff, whereas actually just dial it back. Are the people happy? Most of the time, if they're right at that top level, then they're not the happiest people.
Yeah.
They feel like they're missing something. Their family, good friends, that's the most important thing.
So when it comes to being put in a box as a dancer, what do you say to people?
My reply to people is like, especially when you go to events and all that, it's obviously you go into an event, they know you for that reason. For me, it's always about talking to them, people, putting the question back to them, oh, what do you love doing? What's your passion? What are you doing at the weekend? Like, where have you been? What have you traveled? Like, things that are more interesting rather than just the fact of this is my job, this is what I do.
Yeah.
So I think people are intrigued.
Or what I did, right? It's like, that is what you did, but actually you are more multifaceted and have more interests than that one sole outlet. For example, with us, we've connected over mutual interests, which couldn't be further from what we have done as a career. And that's what makes conversation engaging and entertaining.
Plus, it's nice to do for me. Like, I go to the gym because I feel physically fit, but also mentally fit. But like, you go play paddle and we do together. It's nice to have that release and to have them people around you that it's like, it's fun, it's enjoyable. I think sometimes it's about like, people get very stuck in like, I need to work 24/7. Well, actually, no, you don't need to work 24/7. You need to take a look at like, what are your priorities and then focus on them a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. Serious inspiration, constantly being inspired from a multitude of sources.
It's my dyslexic psycho brain that's always ticking.
I like it. It's good. It's important that you are ticking though, right? And those people that do have dyslexia, ADHD, and we have it in our family.
Yeah.
And those traits are so conducive to creativity.
They're the best thing ever. Like, you think differently. You think differently, and that's the most positive thing ever, because everybody will be going 1, 2, 3, and I'll be going like, okay, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, how are we gonna work? Like, if I go into any building, like, I love architecture, I love structural engineering, like, my brain can't switch off. I'll be like, so how's that wall been set up? How's that door been done? How many screws are in that thing? I'll start counting the screws on the table. Like, my brain, it just never stops. Always have to be tapping or something.
It's your superpower.
It's my little superpower.
AJ, lastly, what's your relationship like with Monday?
I love Monday.
I love a Monday.
I love a Monday. You know, like, it's such a like propaganda, like, oh, sad, oh, then you get to a happy hump day of like a Wednesday. I love a bloody Monday.
Go on.
Like, it's just great. Like, I love a body workout in the morning. It makes me very happy. And I feel like people are actually working all over the world again, like, back on it. I can't wait to get back to Monday.
Love that.
That's every day.